Hello from 1-2
Comic Talk.
Busy day today.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Are you?
Feeling a little tired.
Is that why you're drinking coffee?
I got a little bit of coffee, but
yeah, I'm actually.
this is my second cup.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of soda myself.
Well,
this morning, what did we end up doing?
We drove out to Brave New World.
That we did. San Fernando Valley.
A little far. I slept in the car, but lots of things were happening there. Mainly a Pokemon Go tournament.
Mainly?
Well,
in
conjunction with Derek Hunter hosting his Pretty Violent signing. Now, we were there for that, but over 50 plus people were there for the Pokemon Go tournament. They were
coming and going the whole time, too.
Right, there were tents set up outside with just massive people playing on their phones, catching Pokemon. Like, because Brave New World, I think, is a Pokemon Go stop, like, in the game. So I'm pretty sure people had... you can set up these lure modules and it brings a bunch of Pokemon to that area, so I'm sure someone must have done that and everyone was just hanging there.
Well, I'm sure the owner of the shop, the Brave New World, he arranged it to where that's what ended up happening, to where he set up, I'm sure, multiple lures. I didn't know this about the whole incense burn thing.
Well, yeah, again, you click on the thing, you put a lure, and then it affects everyone, helps everyone. Everyone can catch like the same Pokemon. Anyway, the main thing we were there for is Derek Hunter's signing.
Right.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Brave New World. Very awesome people. And hate to say it, but that's where we stop. We're gonna continue it in another episode.
Yeah. We're not gonna continue on that. We're gonna end up doing that as a whole different segment. Like you said, today was busy, man.
Right, and I think we might cover that tomorrow, maybe.
Well, we'll see. What we'll end up doing, we're gonna end up spending all day tomorrow over at
Long Beach Comic Con.
Yeah, we end up going there today. We
spent a little bit of time there, only because we just came back from Derek Hunter's signing, and they're very far. It took us like an hour to get there.
It's over 40 miles in difference. Where we live, we only live approximately about 7-8 miles away from the Long Beach Convention Center. However, we drove all the way to San Fernando Valley to go ahead and visit.
Opposite ends.
Yeah, go visit there and say hi to them. Tell them exactly how much of a family we are. Like we said, we'll get to that later. We drove all the way back to get to the Comic-Con because we want to get a lay of the land.
Right, we knew we weren't going to have enough time there to see like everything, even though I actually got to see a lot of stuff. But again, it was mainly not for us to like buy anything or do anything, mainly just to see what was there and get out of there. We actually did get to spend a lot of time there.
I still end up spending a couple of dollars.
You spent a little bit on some books, but we will talk about immediately.
Bought a shirt for the wife. She hasn't even seen it yet.
We walked in. She can see this video, right?
Nah.
She watches all of our stuff.
So, anyways,
as soon as we walked in, we noticed Golden Apple.
Comic books from LA.
We made mention of ourselves. You made mention that you had gone to a couple signings, and
I've been going to Apple Comics for over 30 years.
And they were very considerate enough to give us these two books right here. This one, which we will be reviewing in this show, right? This book
in particular was given to us to review from Golden Apple. So we both got to read that.
And wow.
We're taking our moment to go ahead and do the review right now. So I want to start. Alright, I want to start with this review.
Okay.
I've not read any of the Blastosaurus stuff before, and this thing really, it caught me off guard. Right when you open up the inside panel of the opening
it gives
page,
you a rundown.
It gives you, especially for someone like me, I've not read this before, so first I had to kind of unspin my head of just reading that panel, that inside panel, just to kind of even comprehend what was going on. And that took me, after that panel, the next 6 pages still baffled me. I was still trying to figure out what was going on. But after about almost halfway through it, I was hooked. I was getting the character, I was getting the storyline, and then basically, once I got to the last 6 pages of the story, I was getting all the underlining messages in there, and there's a lot of satirical stuff, there's a lot of political stuff, there's a lot of social stuff, but it's not heavily hinted. I mean, it's all in the background. The story is elegantly written. It comes across kind of surface, and it hits you in the back end. I feel stupefied in a way, because this thing has been out, I think there are good 8 issues have been out by now, and I don't know where this thing has been, even though it's been sitting in front of me. You're up, man. First and foremost, I do have to again say thank you to Golden Apple Comics for giving us these books. We greatly appreciate it. When I was reading it, I was focusing kind of on the surface, but at the same time, I liked it for everything that it was. Like, it's a dinosaur, it's such a weird concept, and they're just saying they appeared out of nowhere. So weird, and he's with a couple of kids. He's like he's a dinosaur dad almost. He's got everything around him seems kind of mutated, other than the kids and certain, I don't know, obscure characters are human, but everything else is kind of mutated and out there.
And he just doesn't really care that much.
Oh, it's accepted. And that's what's cool about inside that first panel. It basically breaks everything down, gives you an understanding of what's going on. Especially for someone that were very new to the storyline.
Another cool thing is it functions almost as like a one-off. Like, each one is just a story. Like, it doesn't, from what I'm reading, it doesn't seem to have much correlation, in the sense that I would think that it doesn't like connect to the other ones. Like,
well, they touch, and you can see that there's nothing directly that it seems like it's linked to.
Like it's just stories.
But they're individual little stories that touch on the basis of, if you know the character, then you know that the next story just kind of takes off from that slightly. You know, we know that there's been interactions with monsters and so forth in their past experiences, and they keep reiterating
it's like a town
this.
Full of them.
Yeah, well, what it seems like to me is this. I think what they're looking for is a full-time run, and it's hinting to that's what it could be doing. It's obvious to and that's what I was actually trying to do right now. I feel like an idiot. I was trying to help me out. I was trying to find the writer to this story. You know what? It's right there.
Fairgray Eiding.
And those gentlemen, it sounds like to me, Fairgray, you're one busy individual. You're doing a lot of work on this, and if you two are collaborating on this together to develop this ongoing pieces, individual, brilliant. I really applause. This is awesome. We could talk about this all night, as we always do.
Let's head on to the next thing. We got to see Frank Gogol there.
Yes, we did.
Got to interview him for a little bit, and
that'll be another separate piece.
That'll be also tomorrow.
However, we do want to say a very big thank you to him. If you haven't got to read his Dead End Kids, please do yourself a favor and hit up your local shops. If they don't have it, you're now only looking for eBay and you're looking for money. Unfortunately, this guy, everything he seems to be touching is turning into gold. The thing that people don't realize is they're only producing a few thousand of these books. So every time it comes out, people are starting to catch on. No matter what this guy does, everyone wants it. So be on the lookout for that and everything he does. There's a limited series, so you know he's going to be doing some projects in the future.
Right. He even expressed himself that it was a lot about the fact that a lot of the economic requirements that you need, like financial requirements, like the money that you need to put out all these comics. He kept talking about that. He was like, I don't have the money to do this.
Which again is in the interview. We're going to end up throwing that interview at you, community, real soon. Like I said, we're going to end up spending all day tomorrow. We're going to be hitting all kinds of more people out there, as we love those individual artists, those individual writers that are trying to either get signed by someone or they're actually trying to push their own projects and they're looking for these Kickstarter type things. That's going to be all day tomorrow. We're going to end up putting a bunch more videos out there. And hey, thank you again from us. No, we got to get going. At 1-2 Comic Talk. We're going to be seeing you soon. And till tomorrow, Take care.
Goodbye, community.